Welcome to Newsmakers. I'm your host, Nancy Lewis. We're here in the Truman Library in Independence, Missouri. I'm here with Lenexa City Councilman Andy Huckabee. And wow, okay, so you have been appointed to an advisory committee for the FCC. That is a huge deal.
It is a huge deal,
Yeah.
and it's a huge deal for this region. It's a huge deal for Lenexa, Kansas. And it's a huge deal for me.
Well, heck yeah, I
Yes.
think that it would be. So tell me why it's such a big deal for the region and why it's such a big deal for Lenexa.
Well, the FCC, of course, makes rules and gives opinions and so forth that affects virtually anything that has to do with communication around
Right.
the country. That might have to do with wireless spectrum. It might have to do with broadband deployment and usage. It might have to do with what goes over the airwaves on television.
Right.
And our area has the ability to have some direct input to the process
Right.
by having my membership on this actually very small committee and one that seems to be pretty influential.
So tell me, what is the thing that you would most hope to accomplish as being a part of this?
Well, I have a great passion for creating a world-class national broadband infrastructure. I believe that we as a country have fallen dramatically behind many of the other nations in the world. We're ranked maybe 19th in the world now in terms of access, availability, speed, and so forth.
Right.
That's really important for us to compete globally as a nation, to be sustained globally as a nation. And so I begin to take a look at the infrastructure of broadband, much like the infrastructure of the highway system
Right.
in the 50s,
Right.
or the power structure, the power grid in the early 1900s that was put in place. This becomes critical. It's not just a luxury anymore.
Right. So I'm sure creating this costs money. How does it pay us back?
Well, it pays us back through a lot of ways. Now, I'm coming from a city standpoint,
Right.
so I'm thinking about how can I deliver great services to my constituents in the most cost-effective way, talking to them in the way they want to talk.
Right.
Right? All of them have cell phones,
Sure.
pretty much.
Yes.
A lot of them have internet connections, and trying to deliver city services in a more efficient and direct way. Now, if you roll that out to a state level or to a national level, then you begin to look at issues like education and healthcare and so forth in terms of what are some more innovative ways and exciting ways we can deliver these great services to the people that don't have access to them.
Okay, so you're super busy, crazy involved with that, but you're also Technology and Communications Chair for the National League of Cities.
That's
okay.
correct.
As if you weren't busy enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that mean, and what are you doing with that in about a minute?
Well, sure. National League of Cities, of course, is a major national organization with thousands of cities all over the country who are members. And we advocate for legislation at a federal level that is favorable to cities and our citizens. And so we become that voice for the cities, for the local governments. And my role as ITC chair is to work on those technology issues like broadband, like wireless spectrum, like rights-of-way management, and so forth.
Right. Have you always been a techie guy?
Not always, but I seem to have an aptitude for it.
I guess you do. All right, well, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, and thank you for being here. We hope to see you next time on Newsmakers.